Welcome to the Bangor University Q&A session.
So we work for the school liaison team here at Bangor University, and you've sent in a load of questions on social media and YouTube, and we're going to try and see if we can get most of them answered.
Okay, so the first question we had was off somebody off the Student Room website. What would be the best accommodation based on location for someone studying philosophy and religion? And we had the same question for psychology as well. Well, the answer is we have two different villages. So we have Frithwyth Village and we have St Mary's Village. So for people that are studying arts and humanities subjects, social science, business, law, education and sports science, we recommend you to go to the Frithwyth Village just because it's closer to your lectures. It's only about a 7-minute walk from that village as well. But if you're studying something like psychology, chemistry, biology, computer science, electronic engineering, you could go to the St Mary's Village as well. You're sort of central to the Frithwyth Village and the St Mary's Village, so it wouldn't really make a difference.
Yes, so you've got plenty of choice here at Bangor. So another question that we have had is how many applications are there per place offered? And then again, that was for specific subjects. But the general answer for most subjects would be that's an impossible question to answer in a straightforward way, because every year there's a different amount of applications, every year there's a different amount of brilliant applications. So what we would say is to not worry about how many people are sending in applications and how many people are going to get places. Just make sure that your application, your personal statement is the best standard possible, because we look at every single application on its own merit. And that's the way we decide whether you get a place or not. So focus your energies on that and don't think about how many places are offered.
And another question is, do people with 2 A2 levels and 2 AS levels still get considered to the same level as people with 3 A2s? Well, the answer is, if you get the points that we ask, that shouldn't be a problem, because we do look at the UCAS points, but it just depends on what course you're wanting to study.
Yeah, so say if you're looking at the entry requirements for a certain course, it just says certain amount of UCAS points, and if you think you can achieve that, then that's all you need to be worried about, because that's what we're asking for. But some courses are a little bit more specific, aren't they? So some courses might say 320 UCAS points, at least 180 of them to be from 2 A levels. So in that case, it's a little bit more specific. So just make sure that you're really checking the entry requirements. It's all on the website, it's all on the UCAS website, all in the prospectus. So another question from the Student Room, is there still a chance of getting in if you miss the grades? So first off, guys, have a little faith in yourselves. Don't start thinking about the worst case scenario when you've not even sat your exams yet. We want to be positive. But basically, on the day of results, if you don't get the grades, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're no way not coming to the university of your choice. So, like I said earlier, all applications looked at on their own merit. If your application is absolutely amazing and you just about missed that grade, we might consider still giving you a place. So don't completely lose heart, keep checking track. You might get something that really cheers you up that day and you've actually got through. It's not guaranteed, but yeah, don't panic too much. And of course, if you don't get the grades, you don't get offered your place, you've got your insurance, and even if that doesn't go through, you've got clearing, and loads of brilliant students here at Bangor have come through clearing or insurance as well as firm offers.
So just keep studying
Yeah.
very hard. We had a question from Ben, is how easy is it for students to get part-time jobs while studying at Bangor? Well, here at Bangor University we have a great employability and careers department which can help you along the way, as well as other universities, I'm sure. My advice to you after Welcome Week is to start handing your CV out to all shops and pubs, anywhere you think that you can get a part-time job, and I'm sure they'll come back to you in the next few weeks after Welcome Week.
Yeah, and also you might be lucky enough to be able to work for the university. So our department and most universities, we're looking for student ambassadors, people to work on open day, so that's a really brilliant opportunity and it's good for your CV as well.
Another question we have had on YouTube as well is, can we pay for accommodation in a weekly and monthly basis? Well, the answer is no, you cannot pay it weekly, but you could pay it monthly, so it'd be over a course of 7 months, from October to April, but the majority of our students pay it in 3 instalments, so they pay it in October, January and April, if that helps.
Yeah.
But if you do want any help or any advice on that, you can contact our halls office and you'll find all the contact details on our website.
And speaking of accommodation, we've also been asked what are the things that we need to bring in order to live in halls of residence. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell you what's provided in your bedroom and in your kitchen, and then hopefully tell you what you need to bring. What's in the bedroom? So included in the bedroom, you've got your bed, obviously, you've got your wardrobe, you've got a desk, you've got bookshelf, you've got some storage, haven't you? And then if you're lucky enough to be in your ensuite, you've also obviously got your toilet and your sink and some shelving there and your shower.
You need to bring duvet, pillows, and you need to bring bed covers for them, obviously. Towels for your ensuite, for your bathroom. Good idea to bring pictures, posters, you know, brighten up your bedroom a little bit and stuff.
Clothes,
definitely a good one. Clothes.
Not too many, just bring your essentials. And then for your kitchen, most of our flats you share a kitchen with about
another 7 people, so it's 8 to a flat.
Yeah, about 8 to a flat. And it's probably similar for a lot of universities. So at Bangor University specifically, you get your oven, your hob, there's going to be a kettle, a toaster, all your basic electronics are there, all your white goods, and then the stuff you need to bring quite a bit.
Yeah, so you need your plates, bowls, cups. Don't bring too many, you know, remember it's just for you. A tip for you though, if you do find out what room you're going to be staying in, and if you follow things on social media like the student room or Facebook or Twitter, you can always find people that are staying in the same flat as you, so maybe you can organise with them who brings what. So say if one of you brings frying pan, the other one can bring saucepans. Tea towels, you need tea towels because you will have to wash up. There is a fridge freezer for you there as well. There's usually a shelf in the fridge per person, and then you just have to share the freezer amongst yourselves.
Yeah, if you're going to be quite thrifty and try not to spend too much on food, maybe some Tupperware to keep leftovers.
You cannot bring anything like a toaster or a kettle unless you get them pad tested, which can be quite expensive, so they are there and supplied for you.
Yeah, so no problem with that. You do get an ironing board, but you need to bring your own iron. So another question that we've had on YouTube from Joe is how important are GCSE grades compared to AS and A-level grades? So for most subjects at university, the departments will be looking for you to have C grade or above in your core GCSEs. So your core GCSEs are things like English language, maths, science. Obviously, if you're going to be studying a scientific subject, they might have higher GCSE entry requirements for science, or likewise if it's a language or so forth. So what's really important is to make sure again that you're checking the entry requirements, because for subjects like education,
you do need your GCSEs.
You do need to have specific grades in GCSEs. So here at Bangor you need to have a B in maths and English and a C in science at GCSE. So that's really important because you can't get onto that course without those qualifications. So yes, they are as important as A levels, but not every subject is very specific. No. They just do pretty well in your core GCSEs, and it should get you through in good stead. But yeah, if you're unsure, speak to the department, get in touch with the university and just check them before you apply.
We've had another question from Patricia. So how are international students welcomed? You're very welcomed here at Bangor University. We do have staff and student ambassadors going to collect you from the airport once you arrive. We do have staff here at the university that will give you a guided tour of Bangor. And again, we do have student ambassadors that will help you throughout Welcome Week to get to know the area and to show you around as well, and to make you feel welcome, which is the most important one.
And you've got peer guides throughout the year as well.
Yeah, so if you do have any questions about that, you can contact our international office, and again you will find their contact details online on our website.
We've also got the Ask a Student feature, which does have international students on there. So if you can find somebody who has got a profile which is very similar to yourself, you might be able to have a chat with them, learn about their experiences, and we're pretty sure they'll tell you that they were very welcomed here at Bangor.
Okay, so a lot of you have asked lately about the new UCAS tariff and how it's going to affect you.
So UCAS are changing their system, and basically what the UCAS tariff system is a system where you get various amounts of points for different qualifications. So hopefully this new system is going to reflect better the range of qualifications out there. So the best way to tell you to get your head around it is to go onto the UCAS website. They've got a calculator, so you can enter in your different qualifications that you've already achieved, your qualifications that you're currently working on, and your predicted grades, and that'll give you a nice sum of UCAS points. for you then to go and look at different university courses and see what their entry requirements are and whether you think you'd be able to achieve that and whether it's kind of in your range. So yeah, get onto the Gcse website. All the information should be there on the new tariff system, or get in touch with whoever deals with kind of the Gcse application process in your school, in your college. They should be able to help you. If you're really stuck, get back to us here at Bangor and we'll see what we can do to explain it.
Remember, if you do have any other questions or if you want to know more about Bangor, we do have open days coming up and you can register for that online. So thanks very much for all your questions, and hopefully we'll see you on the channel very soon.
Thank you.